So this is the Modular Evolution BiPod. You don't need to use multiple bipods anymore because this base right here can handle all sorts of different adjustments, different legs, different attachments that allow you to use hiking sticks. It allows you to use a bunker block basically that sits on the bunker wall, so you can use that rather than the bipod. It's a great tool and it has a lot of good options. So the legs are removable so that you can change out the options that you're using. So they just pop off. It's a pull strap or a pull down, twist and pop it off, and then it's a ball lock on there. And when you get both of them off, you have this base unit. And different attachments use this base, basically core unit that attaches to your rifle on a rail, which locks down. One of the nice things about this lock is it does have a lever release. So if you hit it, it's not going to come off, snag off, anything like that if you're using it for hunting or hiking around. It is pretty solid. You do have to positively press that and then pop it loose to get that going. So that is a nice little feature. The whole bipod itself, when you open that up, you can tilt the bipod left and right. It maybe doesn't have as much tilt as some of the other ones, but it will allow you to get level when you need to. And then it's a quick lockdown. One of the other good things about this lever, if you pull it up, you can move it out of the way without actually disengaging that lock, but it gets it out of the way if you need to move it around. So that's a super nice feature. So once you put these back on there, the legs, it's a nice button here. They're very solid. There's no wiggle room at all. They go 0 degrees, which we have here, 1 click to 45, 1 click straight up and down to 90, and then 1 back to 125. It doesn't go any further than that. The 125 is as far as it goes. So it doesn't go straight backwards. You have to come all the way back to forwards. So that's a little different than some bipods, but I haven't seen an issue with it. Or if it is, just flip it around, mount it backwards on your rifle. It should take care of that issue for you if you feel that you have one. But I think that's going to be kind of rare. So these legs here, they come in a variety of different lengths. This is the 7 to 10 inch length, and they're spring loaded, so they do pop out and then lock down, and then you can go ahead and click them down to whatever length you like. So that's nice. You don't have to sit there and try and slide them back and forth. They positively lock and you're good to go. The other options that come with it are 10 that you can buy are 10 to 14, 8 to 11, and then there are some much longer legs, but I would rather use a trekking pole than those because I feel like they're going to be a little wobbly once you get to that length. One of the other options for this leg is if you pull that rubber little foot off there, you get another ball lock little area, and you can expand these legs because they will clip together. So if you don't want to go super long, but you do want some more extension, you can go ahead and clip 2 legs together and you'll get this longer extension. Not necessarily the most stable at full extension, but it's one more option for you to use. So that is kind of nice and something to think about when buying legs. You don't necessarily need the super long ones. And also, like I said, you can use a trekking pole, which has a little more stability to me once you start getting that much longer. One of the other things I like about this is everything seems machined very well. All of the parts seem very well machined. Everything's a tight fit. There is 0 wiggle room there. Once you push it in and move it up, again, 0 wiggle room there. All of the screws, nuts, everything else seem to be well manufactured. It's not some pot metal screw that you might get somewhere else. And I do like that the base allows you to leave it on a rifle and change out based on what you're using it for. Do you want longer legs? Do you want to use the trekking pole adapter, or you want to put it on the wall for competition shooting on a railing? However you want to do it. There's an option after the initial purchase, which is going to cost you, I think I paid $329, $350 with shipping, something like that. All of the other adjustments, that trekking pole mount, tripod mount, stuff like that. They're about $50 a piece, so that's not bad. The legs are a little more expensive. They're made with carbon fiber, as you can see. So they are a little more expensive if you're trying to get the longer legs. But otherwise, if you're going with the tripod mounts and stuff like that, this is going to be a great little option. I like it a lot, especially the ease of use and how quickly, you can go ahead and take stuff apart, put stuff back in to configure it differently, put the whole thing together. It's a great little tripod or a bipod, and I really do like it. I would like to buy one or two more of the base units if possible. I don't necessarily want all the legs. I would just like to have a few setups that I could use, click everything in for what I want, and then take it and be good to go. So there obviously is cheaper options out there. You can get something from a couple other companies for a lot cheaper, but I don't think you're going to get the same amount of options as this. The fact that the legs are, spring loaded will pop out for you. The fact that everything's ball locked, the legs attached to each other. This core unit can be used for multiple different missions based on what you're doing, just by, popping off the legs and popping something else on. This lock, I think, is a great idea, where you can't open unless you actually push down and release, so you're not going to snag it. The fact that you can roll, this out of the way, just pull it out. I think it's all well thought out. It's a great bipod. I think it's worth the money. It's machined well. Everything about it seems to be put together well. And I could recommend it. I would buy another one for any other rifle I have, but for right now, this is on my precision rifle, and that's where it's going to stay for a long time, unless I get back into predator hunting. Probably use the shooting sticks with the tripod mount, and go ahead and use this base unit for that. Thanks for watching.